Robert Redford has passed away at the age of 89, but his story is far more than a headline about Hollywood. He wasn't just an actor. He was a rebel, a dreamer, and someone who reshaped both cinema and nature's legacy. And the journey that led him there is nothing short of extraordinary. Redford was born in Santa Monica in 1936, the son of a milkman and a housewife. By all accounts, he wasn't the model student. In fact, he often clashed with authority, skipped classes, and felt out of place in a system that never matched his restless energy. But there was one escape that kept him going: drawing. Sketching became his first love, and it would later guide the creativity that turned him into a legend. But here's the twist. Robert didn't dream of Hollywood right away. Instead, he chased adventure. He dropped out of college and traveled through Europe, painting, bartending, and living a life that could have gone in any direction. That restless curiosity, what some saw as rebellion, would eventually become the same fire that drove him on screen. When he returned to the US, he started small: TV guest roles, stage plays, and finally his first movie, War Hunt, in 1962. And then, Hollywood couldn't ignore him anymore. By the late 60s and 70s, Redford wasn't just an actor. He was the face of American cinema. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, The Sting, All the President's Men, The Natural, Out of Africa. Each film added a new layer to his legacy. He wasn't just the golden boy with good looks. He was the man who made audiences believe in flawed heroes, men torn between charm and conscience. He became proof that movie stars could carry depth. But Redford's ambitions didn't stop in front of the camera. In 1980, he directed Ordinary People, a quiet, devastating family drama that shocked critics by winning him the Academy Award for Best Director. Suddenly, Redford wasn't just an actor. He was shaping stories from behind the lens. And then came his greatest gift to the industry, the Sundance Film Festival. What started as a small idea in Utah became the launch pad for independent cinema. Careers of countless filmmakers like Quentin Tarantino and Steven Soderbergh took off because Robert Redford believed in voices Hollywood ignored. Yet even with all the glitz of Hollywood, Redford always went back to nature. His home in Utah wasn't just a retreat, it was a symbol. He fought to protect America's wild lands, co-founding the Redford Center, backing the Natural Resources Defense Council, and helping secure protections for Utah's Grand Staircase Escalante. For him, storytelling wasn't limited to film. It was also about saving the landscapes that inspired him. Of course, his personal life carried its share of heartbreak. He married twice, raised 4 children, and endured the tragic loss of 2 sons, Scott, who passed away in infancy, and James, who died in 2020. These private struggles, rarely shared with the public, shaped the depth of his work and the man he became. And now, with his passing in September 2025, fans are left asking, what is Robert Redford's greatest legacy? Is it the unforgettable roles, the quiet revolution he sparked in independent cinema, or the wild spaces he fought to preserve? Maybe the answer is all of it. Because Redford wasn't just a star who faded when the lights dimmed. He was a force who gave more than he took. His life reminds us that legacy isn't measured only by awards, but by the stories and places left behind. And perhaps the most fitting tribute is this. Long after the credits roll, Robert Redford's vision, his art, and his fight for nature will continue to live on. That's the story of Robert Redford, an icon, a rebel, and a man who turned his restless spirit into a lifetime of impact.